Hey guys, it is Jack here, the Vegan Dad here for another weekly vegan taste test review, and I have got some new ones from Eatly. Eatly is an Australian company releasing some mock meat items in the stores. You may have heard of this brand before. They released a bunch of different mock meat items a couple years ago, some burgers, some other snacks, and some little pouch items, but today they have re-released, they've changed the ingredients, they've re-released some new items in the Woolworths supermarkets, 3 different flavored sausages that you can now get from Woolworths supermarkets. They are $6 each, and we have, like I said, 3 different variations. So we have some classic breakfast burgers here, so 6 of the breakfast burgers. Then we have maple bacon sausages. That sounds really interesting. And finally, we also have the classic barbecue sausages, 4 sausages in there as well. So they are $6 each, available at Woolworths supermarkets. So let's cook these up now in the fry pan and see how they look, how they taste, and of course, if they are worth your money. So let's get into this taste test review right away. Well, here is all my sausages cooked up. They cooked up really well. What was stand out about these when I was cooking them, they all held their shape incredibly well. Some plant-based sausages, you know, they fall apart or they just don't hold together at all. But all these sausages have kept their shape perfectly. So as you can see here, all look great. So as I said earlier, some come with 4, some come with 6. They're all 250 grams altogether. The breakfast sausages are much smaller than the other sausages. As you can see here, breakfast sausages are generally smaller. So I have never tried any of the Eatly range before when they were out a couple years ago. So this is all new for me. It is a new recipe, but what I already love about this range is that they are providing sausage flavors that are uniquely different to others on the market. A lot of beef-like sausages are available, whereas these, you know, maple bacon is very unique, and breakfast sausages is not something that a lot of brands are doing at the moment either. Do have your traditional barbecue sausage here, which I'm sure replicates beef, but let's get into this taste test review and try out these right now. They are all TVP based. They have soy in them. They aren't gluten-free, but let's get into this maple bacon one first to see how this one tastes. Texture is incredible, really spot on. Definitely something that you would expect like a regular meat sausage to have. Really good texture on it. Really has like a really sweet flavor to it, so it is much sweeter. You can taste a bit of that maple flavoring in there. I'm really not getting a lot of a bacon, like smoky taste to this one at all, but definitely much sweeter than what you would expect a sausage to be like. Have kind of a little bit of like a casing around it, kind of obviously to probably hold the shape together. Probably the one let down with that one, you know, they don't really have really strong flavors. You just get a really strong sweet taste, strong maple taste, but besides that, you don't really have much else. So let's move on to this classic gourmet barbecue sausage that they have available and see how this one tastes. Same sort of casing around it, held its shape incredibly well. Great texture on this one as well. It has really good texture. It replicates like a beef sausage, I'd imagine. Probably one of the downsides on this one, it isn't really strong flavors, you know, it doesn't really stand out or like packing a punch of flavor. It's just subtle, basic, but like, you know, that is sometimes really good in a sausage. This one would probably fool a lot of meat eaters because there is no weird aftertaste on this one. So texture's good, flavors could be probably a little bit better, but like it is very basic. And finally, I'm gonna be trying out one of these breakfast sausages here. They actually look a lot like, you know, you go to those cafes and they have meat-based breakfast sausages. They really do actually remind me a lot like them. Really keen to see how these taste. The casing around it again held its shape incredibly well. It looks like a bunch of herbs in there, which is generally something you get with breakfast sausages. So let's go. So good texture on these ones. There's a bit more flavor in the taste of these sausages. You can definitely get a kick of like seasoning in there, a bit of pepperiness in there as well. But as with the other ones, there's probably like the flavor just isn't 100% there. Like it is very basic. The flavors don't really scream out a lot in comparison to some other options on the market. And that is the same with all three of these, you know, these maple ones, like you just get like a really strong sweet maple taste to it. You don't get really the bacon one. So if you got a bit more smoky flavors to that one, that would really elevate that one. And then there's really not a lot of flavor in that classic barbecue sausage either. Texture's great on all of these. Casing is really realistic, but flavors probably could be a little bit better. So overall, a pretty good offering from Eatly with these sausages. The texture is spot on. The casing around it, the look, the feel of these sausages are what you would expect a meat sausage to be like. The only problem with these is that the flavors could possibly be a little bit better, a little bit stronger. You know, they are a little bit plain in areas where, you know, I was expecting that breakfast sausage to really scream flavor, but it was a little bit plain for my liking. Anyway, guys, these are $6 each. They are all available at Woolworths supermarkets now. They have a great source of B12 and iron and protein in there, so that is amazing. They're really great options for vegans now in comparison to others on the market. Like these are probably some of the better sausages that you can purchase at the moment, and definitely would recommend checking these out just purely because of that texture and the different unique styles of these sausages is something to definitely check out. Anyway guys, if you have tried any of these sausages before, please let me know your feedback in the comment section below. Always love hearing from you guys. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, chuck a like, share around, and comment below of what vegan taste test you want to see next. Anyway guys, that is it for now. So until next time, I'll see you all very soon.